gonna be the last.
All right.
Well, Dutch. Yep. Guess it's time.
That's all I can do is.
Well, Dutch.
There's a plan.
Arthur.
Sound like a cartoon dog. Arthur.
Arthur. No. Please, Arthur.
Okay.
Is that Christy Gnome's dog?
Please. I'll be a good boy.
Oh, God.
Well, I mean, he's dead already. What are you going to
Yeah.
do? It is sad.
very
It's pretty
sad.
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad. All right. So sad.
Filthy ad.
What's up, brewskis? My name is Marco Dupa. With me, as always, the great and powerful, it's Adam Obeses Rodriguez.
Yeah, buddy.
This is not a funeral. No one died.
No.
This is just a coincidence.
Yeah.
It's just a strange coincidence.
Last slightly chilly day in Orlando.
Yeah, it's hard to predict.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, it wants to drop to 40 degrees. So excuse us if we weren't ready to have our dopest fits.
Yeah.
But, fuck you.
You take what God gives you.
Yeah. And what God gave us tonight was these brews. First Class Brewing, Captain Maverick IPA. And Obi's going to have a little bit more about that after the break. What's on tap for tonight? Well, we got a heaping pile of trailer trash.
Trailer trash.
Two of the biggest movies of the year.
Yeah.
Set to debut Dune 3 and Spider-Man 4.
We also have, apparently, The Identity of Banksy.
And to top it off, you know how we feel about AI. So get ready for another thrilling conversation about how it's ruining everything. This time, video games.
Yeah.
And how they look to us. But before we do that, we have to do one thing, and that is to crack open these brewskis. So without further ado, this is episode 490 of the One Beer In podcast.
Lost to be found by someone to save you when you're down. Yes, I'm bored when it's bright out. So bored when it's bright out. 4 to 5 a.m. takes me to a place where
I also have Modelo. So
Stay thirsty, my friends, or whatever.
this is the One Beer In podcast. The podcast where two brews crack open a brew. And we'll see where that one brew takes us. Adam, you want to tell the people a little bit more about what we're drinking tonight?
I would love to. This is the First Flight Brewing Captain Maverick IPA. It is an IPA. It comes in at 6.1% ABV. And the cold read goes as follows. A medium pale ale using our specialty blends of unique malts, grains, and hops to create a perfect balance of aromas with a crisp, clean finish. Low of 30, high of 100. 50 on the hop scale. I don't know what any of that means.
I'm assuming that's the IBUs?
There you go.
Yeah.
Measure of hops to bitterness.
Yeah, that's the IBUs.
Oh, okay, I see. It's at a 50 out
Yeah.
of 100.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you got it, man.
And First Flight Brewing is out of Key West, Florida.
Florida.
Check them out.
All right.
Clinker, drinker.
Wow. That's floral.
Yeah. I got little floaty bits in mine, too.
Okay.
Guess that means it's fresh.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Let's get rocking. What do we say first? Trailer trash.
Trailer trash.
Okay. Dune 3. Dune Part 3.
Dune.
Dune's more of a teaser. I guess both of them are teasers. They're not like full trailers, right? Or did I miss a Spider-Man full trailer? I saw.
No, I think they're both teasers.
Yeah.
Technically, but I don't know. These feel like trailers to me.
Yeah. Stay tuned for this trailer.
Oh god.
That's how you know.
The teaser of the teaser.
The teaser of the teaser.
Yeah.
Let's talk Dune 3 first.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So Denis Villeneuve apparently was going to make a movie between Dune 2 and
Between doing it.
and 3, but he heard the crying of the masses.
Yeah.
And decided to go ahead and give us what we wanted, which is Dune 3, which I think is the correct choice.
Yeah.
Because the momentum was going after Dune 2.
Well, you would. They also probably were really hoping that Chalamet. Oh, we got to talk about the results of the Oscars. I guess we don't have to.
We could tack it on to trailer trash.
Well, no, let's check it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm assuming that they were hoping that Timmy was going to bring home the big gold, and they brought home nada.
Well, I've seen it go the other way though, where at least film Twitter's like, okay, now he's back to work, and like we are ready for Timmy's dark side. Let's his villain era.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Yeah. Well, it does. The timing is perfect.
Yeah.
That he's going to be playing the dark Paul Atreides.
Yeah.
Apparently.
You didn't read the book.
I did. I don't know.
Superiority complex.
There's a talking baby at some point. That's all I know.
It's true. Yeah. I've seen people even more excited now because it feels like he should have a chip on his shoulder. Not that this movie's made after he lost the Oscars.
Well,
let's
yeah,
be very
that's
clear.
Yeah.
But I think it gets people like in the right headspace to be like, all right, let's see what Timmy's got.
Yeah. I don't know though, man. I don't know if he's that statement about ballet and opera really shot him in the foot. It didn't affect his chance of winning because obviously they had already voted by then, so he wasn't going to win. But going forward, man, he looks like these fucking Oscar voters are so fucking sensitive.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But I was reading some like anonymous voters, and they were like, that guy's so stuck up his own ass. Hey, fuck him. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Why don't you go to an opera?
The guy just wants to win.
Yeah.
They just hate a dude that knows that he wants to win.
They hate the confidence.
They hate the confidence.
They want the false like, oh, I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, and I don't know why they it's like an illusion that they're
humble.
Everyone's just it's just kayfabe.
Yeah, it is.
It's none of these guys are humble.
Yeah.
If you're a working actor and you like you even if you go to an award show, there has to be some kind of psychosis going on.
Sure.
You're like, I need this adulation.
Yeah.
I need the claps.
Right.
I need the attention.
Seeing yourself on the big screen, knowing that millions upon millions of people around the world are hopefully fans of yours.
Yeah.
And have at least seen you work.
Yeah.
And your face is on a billboard. That's not enough. You need the awards.
You need a little statue.
Unless
too.
you're Sean Penn, and then you're in Ukraine.
Yeah, just gallivanting.
Yeah.
And this is said by two dudes who film themselves every week.
It's true.
And post it on the internet for millions to see. Hopefully.
I'll take an award. I'd show up.
We deserve it. Oh, I would. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm better than Timothée Chalamet.
No.
I would definitely show up. I would definitely be mad if we didn't win.
Yeah.
If we got nominated for anything, I would be like, we better win it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know who's better than us.
I would say nobody.
Nobody.
But yeah. Actually, a real quick aside on that. What's your feeling on that entire saga of what Timothée Chalamet said and the reaction to it about something to the effect of opera and ballet is dying and he doesn't want movies to become that same way. That was the idea behind what he said.
I think it's just I think it's fucking ridiculous that people are this up in arms.
Okay, good.
I was at the bar talking with someone about this, and they were like, yeah, it's fucking, I can't believe he said that. And I'm like, you do not go to the fucking opera every week. Shut the fuck up.
What he said was true.
Exactly. If
true.
it didn't come from fucking Timothée Chalamet, If a normal person was just like, nah, nobody goes to the fucking opera. It's true.
Yeah.
And it's just because Timothée Chalamet said it. He did not say that opera sucks.
Yeah.
Or that classical music what? What? Yeah, of course. You're going to sit here and pretend. What's the last opera you went to? You just made that up.
Yeah, that's not even real.
That's a real
No.
Nah, you made it up.
Look it up.
You made it up.
No
Listen,
one would call something that.
He didn't say that these things are bad or that no one like they're like he was just saying that like he's like why are we pretending like what he said isn't true? They're a
Yeah.
dying art form. It would be like saying like like people like getting mad if he was like tap dancing. No one tap dances anymore. They don't fucking tap dance anymore.
Yeah.
Back in the beautiful, golden age of Hollywood,
Yeah.
you had to be a tap dancer if you're going to be a top star in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers don't even know how to do that anymore. Why is it's not a ridiculous? It's the same. It's like if a musician was like disco, no one listens to disco.
Disco's dead, baby.
And then a bunch of like neo disco guys would be like, I fucking love disco.
Yeah.
Sure, man. Yeah, okay. You love that niche thing that's
Okay.
not as popular as the thing that he's doing.
Right.
I think it's just. I think it's fucking ridiculous that we're like, this is coming from a guy that wants to fight Timothée Chalamet. I think it's insane. I thought when he first said it and like. I saw an article that was like, the internet's in an uproar. I was like, well, yeah. I thought it was one of those things where, like, of course, Twitter,
Yeah.
but then it just kept going. And then Nathan Lane had something to say about it. And then somebody else on like The View said something about it.
yeah,
And I was
yeah,
just like,
yeah.
what is going on? And are we really that upset about this?
Not to mention, now
People
care about this right now.
Yeah.
This has really got people
Yeah.
up in arms. Yeah.
They can't care about anything else, apparently.
Oh, dear Lord.
It's one thing at a time.
Yeah.
And this is the thing that everyone's going to pretend to hang their hat on.
I think it has a lot to do with the fact that he said it with an attitude, and people are
Yeah, he kind of laughed it off. He was like, fucking, nobody goes to the fucking opera anymore.
right.
I think he literally said no one cares about the opera.
Yeah.
Which I guess is a more disparaging remark.
Sure. It's more so
agree.
how he said it, but
Yeah.
you get what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
In the context of what he's saying, and he was being flippant and whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who
yeah.
cares?
It's so silly.
Oh my God.
And I thought
put your
that at
pearls
least-
away. Stop clutching them.
I thought that what the fuck? What is vonage?
What is vonage?
Ew. Sorry, that's my phone.
Oh, okay. I think someone's trying to call you on it or something. Or it's trying to update.
Yeah.
Oh, ignore it.
Remind me later. Vonage.
I'm off the clock.
Yeah, damn right you are.
Yeah.
And we're using your laptop. Shh. Yeah, if anybody knows how to fix an old MacBook Pro, please give me a call. 407. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think people are waiting for Timothée Chalamet's downfall.
Yeah, I think.
I think we've hit peak Timmy. And
yeah, the
people
more
are waiting for the crash.
I think the more stuff that you and I find endearing,
Yeah.
the more like that crowd gets
Shut
turned
up.
off by him. Yeah,
Yeah.
because the more you're like, hey, you know what? I'm, and maybe I feel a little biased because I'm like starting to kind of relate to him a little bit.
And everyone hates him.
Yeah, now they're like
Ooh.
that kind of attitude is like shitty, and I'm like, ugh. I kind of agree.
Yeah.
I don't agree that.
Am I the baddie?
I don't agree that nobody cares about opera. Obviously,
Sure.
people care about
Yeah,
opera.
yeah.
And I get advertisements for opera all the time. They bring their little things into the bar. They're always doing like it's not like it's dead.
Right. People are keeping it alive.
Yeah.
It's an important art form. Nobody's, saying anything contrary to that. But
At the very least, I can throw you a bone and say that he probably just shouldn't have used those two art forms as an example to kind of up his own acting ability. And I can see where people could be like, fuck that guy.
yeah.
But
Well, you're kicking a horse while it's down.
yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
right?
that's it. Kicking a horse while it's down.
Yeah.
I just refuse to believe that all of these people all of a sudden woke up one day and they were opera enthusiasts. That's what's bothering me.
Yeah.
That's like, It's the same thing when people when the slap happened, and all these people woke up and they were like, he was a role model. How could he do this to Chris Rock? I can't believe what?
Yeah.
Grow up.
Yeah.
Grow up. Now these remarks are gonna haunt a 30-year-old Timothée Chalamet for the rest of his career.
I think he'll be all right.
No, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, yeah.
He's gonna be fine.
Not to mention, like, apparently his sister and mom were in ballet. So
Yeah, I saw one thing that was like he lost an award to somebody who would. Oh no, he lost out on being Spider-Man because Timothy. The way that they framed it was very obviously they were trying to be like they were kind of being cheeky, but
Yeah.
they were like, "Oh, fun fact: Timothée Chalamet lost out on the role of Peter Parker, and Tom Holland
Yeah.
got it in part." Because of like how
he could do a backflip.
yeah, basically like his limberness and him already being trained in like formal
Yeah.
ballet and stuff. And I was
His
like,
boyish charm.
okay.
Yep.
Well, guess who's a better actor? Timothée Chalamet is 10 times the actor that Tom Holland is.
He is.
That's not even up for debate. He is 10 times the actor that Tom Holland
But
is.
Tom Holland is 10 times more likable. And that's what people care about.
That's true. That's true. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And all you fucking sheep, all you need is for somebody to be like, you
Oh,
want to be
shucks.
able to pinch their cheeks. That's all. Doesn't matter what they do, how they do it.
Yeah.
Just
No
as
shade
long
at Tom
as you
Holland.
like it.
I think Tom Holland's great. I just don't think he's. I mean, I won't even say I don't think. I know he's not as good of an actor as Timothée Chalamet.
He's just not.
Let's not be
He's
ridiculous.
just not. Yeah.
We'll get to him in a minute.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
But
Yeah.
back to Dune 3. This trailer. I didn't know how ready I was for Dune 3, but
Yep.
here I am.
Yep.
Very, very ready.
Got to go back and watch 1 and 2 just to
Yeah.
get the engine revving.
Yep. Spend a full half day watching Dune.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm ready to fucking go.
It looks beautiful. It looks similar but different from the first 2 movies too. And listening to what Denis said, this is going to be much more action oriented and more, I guess more lively than the first 2 were. The first 2 were very much, especially the first one, was very much setting up the world,
Yeah.
explaining all this stuff. And the second one, we kind of got there by the end of it, and it's like, okay, we're literally left on this like, what is going to happen now? Because war has begun.
Yeah.
And now this is the culmination of that.
Yeah.
The end of that. And having read the book,
Nerd alert.
I do know at least partially what's coming, and that has me very excited, especially to see a lot of these characters in Denis Villeneuve's trilogy. But things are different than how the books were, so that also has me excited as someone who did read it to see how it stacks up against the material, the original material. A complete non-trash. I wish we had like a crowning achievement award for the trailer trash.
Yeah.
It would get like, the golden seal.
Yeah, how do we what's like a trailer that's like not only just not trash but like holy shit,
Winnebago,
not trash.
the silver bullet.
Yeah, recyclable. We got to figure this one out.
Yeah.
The silver bullet. The gold foil.
Yeah, sure. Yes, the Golden Foil Award. It looks great.
Yeah.
It looks great. It looks dark. I already am amped up by the soundtrack. Hans can do no wrong. Man, I'm excited.
Yep, with you 100%.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go. And I didn't know that they kind of felt like they just came out of nowhere with the trailer. I was not anticipating it or expecting the trailer to come out anytime soon, and then boom.
The day before they started they started putting out the pictures, the little like individual character posters.
Yeah.
And then the next day they dropped the trailer. Which is apparently a teaser. But again, I don't know how they can do more without just showing the movie. So
Yeah.
I don't need to see any more.
No.
I will say this is a one and done for me. I'm good.
Yep.
I just want to walk into the IMAX theater and sit my happy ass down and enjoy the show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not trash.
Not trash.
Very not trash.
Speaking of Tom Holland.
Speaking of trash, no.
Oh no.
No. He's fine. He's fine.
He's fine.
And Spider-Man's fine. It's fine. No, it's great. It's great.
Spider-Man.
Yep.
Brand New Day.
Yep.
The fourth of these movies. Is this the same director? I don't think it's the same director.
I think it is.
Destin Daniel Cretton.
Nope. That's a different
Different
guy.
guy.
That's
Yeah.
definitely a different guy.
Which you can kind of tell, I think, from the trailer. I don't want to say this too early, but this feels more like a Spider-Man movie
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
Feels less beholden to the rest of the MCU. Maybe that's because not a lot has been going on with the larger MCU in a while.
And also because of the events of the third movie, they were able to kind of pull themselves from it.
yeah,
That puts them in a good position to just kind of
make a Spider-Man movie?
Yeah, just make a Spider-Man movie.
I mean, I say that, and there's obviously a bunch of references and cameos from other MCU characters. But,
sure, but they live in his universe.
yeah,
So now it can be a little bit more organic and not just be like the first one is a movie that is basically,
Iron Man.
yeah. I mean, it's like only built for Cuban links. It's like it's essentially a
ghost
Tony
face.
Stark and yeah.
Yeah.
And then the second movie, no, it's the third movie. What happens in the second movie?
He gets the Stark technology suit.
Oh,
I think.
yeah, no. That's That's the third movie.
one. Yeah.
The second movie is when they go to Europe.
Yes,
And it's like with
yes.
Mysterio
They're
and
in
all
Venice.
that stuff. Yeah.
And he gets
Yeah, so the second movie is directly after the events of Avengers, and it's all like
the third Avengers.
no, the Endgame.
Endgame, right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then so I have the timeline right.
Yeah.
So the first one is basically him and Tony Stark. The second one is like him mourning Tony Stark, and it's all about him like living up to this image.
Yeah.
So that kind of hangs over it. And then the third one is
I
him
see his
and
face everywhere.
yeah. And then the third one is him and Doctor Strange and all of the multiverse stuff. So none of his movies are like just Spider-Man movies. They're not self-contained movies. So
Yep.
long-windedly to your point, I agree.
Well, I clearly needed the catch up too. Yeah. Yeah. But this feels much more just focused on Spider-Man and Peter Parker and dealing with the consequences of nobody knowing him anymore. And like you said, the clean slate of it all, which I think is really refreshing after this franchise was completely beholden to the rest of the MCU and really like kind of was, I feel like, almost sacrificed to move the plot along for the larger MCU movies and the Avengers movies. And it feels like they're taking this as more of like a, I won't say standalone, but much more of a focused story and more of a slightly personal story about him mourning his friends and Mary Jane and all that. And I think, as rumor has it, starting to introduce more of like the X-Men side of things as well.
yeah.
People are speculating that it may be Jean Grey that's causing people to like be mind controlled.
Yeah.
So we'll see about that, because Sadie Sink is apparently in it, but we don't see her in the trailer. And the nerds online have pointed out spots where there's clearly places missing for characters in shots.
Oh yeah, that's funny that people can they do that now.
Yeah.
Like trailers are recut.
Yep.
So that they don't spoil anything. So now people are going, that doesn't look right.
Yeah, exactly.
like the Lanterns trailer. Did you see that?
Yep.
Yeah, and a bunch of people were like, he's very clearly wearing the suit. And they just don't want to show us yet. They don't want to show us the design of the suit yet.
Yeah.
So they got him flying away in like his like loner jacket and
Yeah.
jeans.
In a shacket and khakis. Yeah, sure, man. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, no, he's definitely flying away in that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, All that to say, I think it looks really good. I like that it feels more emotionally grounded, and much more akin to Spider-Man struggling with that work-life balance. That I think is really like the best thing going for the character.
Yeah.
And we also get the hint that he is turning into an organic Spider-Man,
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
They're doing like the man spider / like
Raimi.
yeah, which I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this feels like a pretty good way back in to the MCU. Yeah, hopefully they deliver on the promise, because Spider-Man is always the way back home.
Yeah.
You know, just use Spider-Man. It's a good enough character. Everybody loves him. Super popular.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can anchor like they've been doing. You can anchor a bunch of shit around him.
Yep.
If this is gonna be, this is the way. This is the way
Yeah.
to get. If you want the MCU to get back to where, I mean, I don't think it'll ever get back to where it was, but to get back to some semblance of control over theaters before all theaters close in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
This is the way to do it.
Yeah. And apparently this is the last MCU movie to come out before Doomsday. So
Well, there you go.
You know, I'm sure they're banking on this working, and to maybe push it again using
But also,
Spider-Man.
how is that
push it.
possible?
I don't know. I don't know, and that's sort of my one sort of doubt about this movie is like, please don't sacrifice the movie to the MCU gods again. Like, let it be its own thing. Maybe doing a post credits like you like to do, and just tie it in at the end. I don't know.
Yeah, we just not gonna get Robert Downey Jr. in any movie. He has to like have a cameo in this or something, right?
Yeah, right. And you know, maybe at the very end, and he's like, Tony,
Yeah.
and he gets punched out or
On a
something.
mask or something.
Rips his head off. Yeah, I mean, I could see that working, but I don't know. I really hope that they have some control and are like, all right, let's make this about Spider-Man, and you know, we'll have a little bit of tendrils that go along to the larger MCU, but leave it alone. Just, you know, focus.
Yeah.
Please focus. You've lost your way. But the trailer for me, not trash. A lot of cool choreography, cool action set pieces. You get Punisher in there.
Yeah.
You get the Hulk. So
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
Not
I like
trash.
it. I like it. Not trash.
Yeah.
Don't trash. Don't trash. Yeah. Don't trash. Don't trash. All right. Well, that's what we got there. Another person with a secret identity.
Oh,
Like that.
nice.
Thank you.
Wow.
Well, probably not for much longer. Banksy. World famous street artist. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh,
I got it.
Okay, cool.
Got it. Continue.
World famous street artist, and part, or maybe fully, because of his anonymity, is what like really blew him up, especially in the early 2000s when he like really got big with some of the like more famous pieces. What was part of what was so cool about him was not just the political statements he was making, but the fact that like nobody knew who he was.
Yeah.
And that may be changing. We don't know for sure, but according to Reuters, they know the identity of Mr. Banksy. And people have feelings about it. Feelings about who he is. Not just who he is, but like, is this the right time to be identifying him? Are we even really identifying him? Is this the guy? Is this so it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did we watch Exit Through the Gift Shop together?
I don't know.
I don't.
It was a
remember
long
if we
time
did.
ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
We may have. I do remember watching it.
Yeah, I want to say that we did, but maybe we just watched it independently.
Yeah.
Anyway, ever since then, you know, His identity's been a mystery. It's been part of the story, and I think once at this point, I don't even really. I'm 35 years old. I just do not care who Banksy is.
Again, and I'm sorry to keep banging this drum, but now,
Right.
who cares?
Right.
Who cares?
It is one of those things, man, where like anything that seems to be like, are we really there are certain things, especially in pop culture, that you kind of have to compartmentalize and go, I can take my time out and care about this thing for a little bit, because if I don't, my head will explode. So
Right.
there are times where you have to just go, all right, I can expend some energy with this. I think there is a limit. I think there's a point where you just have to go, I refuse to give this any more energy. And the fact that it has become what it's become
Yeah.
is like, guys, there's more important stuff. Like we just,
Yeah, and I agree with you, but I think for me at least, I expend that energy when I'm not completely overwhelmed with the state of the world in this country, with fun stuff.
Yeah.
I try to make it fun. I try to, focus on stuff I like and stuff I'm interested in and enriching things, not just unmasking a guy, an artist, a prolific artist who is famously masked.
Yeah.
What's the like that ruins the fun, does it not?
Right. Yeah. No.
Why?
Yeah. 1,000,000%.
Why?
And honestly, like Reuters, you have nothing better to do. Who was your team of
Crack journalists.
who were like,
We must.
you know what we're gonna
uncover
do?
Banksy.
2026, we're gonna figure out who Banksy is.
Yeah.
Why, dude? Why? What a strange way to spend your time. Like you said, now, if this was even 10 years ago,
Yeah.
I'd still probably be like, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it would be at least a little bit more relevant. Or maybe when what's the piece, Girl Throwing Flowers or whatever the fuck it's called?
Yeah.
That, and when it got
Shredded.
yeah, that's when everyone gave a fuck about Banksy again.
Yeah.
That would have been a perfect time to be like, oh, guess what? He's also this fucking English guy.
Yeah.
Now, I just do not care.
No.
And I'm shocked by the amount of people who do.
Yeah, I mean, again, I guess it is fun for people just to be distracted by something like this, but I just find it so uninteresting.
Well, you know what, though? The thing is, a lot of people... So here's the two ways that most people have been reacting to this, that I've seen personally. They're either upset that Reuters spent their time and identified someone who the whole point was for him to be anonymous. And it's kind of like when, like when something goes viral and it's like, guys, like, it'd be better to just not talk about this. That's like you're ruining the fun by talking about it. That's how a lot of people are like, well, even if you had, it's like when Joker doesn't want to know Batman's identity. It's like that would ruin it.
Right.
He's had plenty of opportunities to figure out who he was, and he refuses to.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to know, because that ruins the fun.
Right.
And the same thing with this. The other side of the coin is people who are upset solely because of who he actually is. So if we're led to believe that he is this guy, Robin, what is it?
Gunningham, yeah.
Gunningham.
Robin Gunningham.
If we're led to believe that he is Robin Gunningham, he appears to be the most milquetoast looking Englishman ever. And this, Adam, is somehow ruining the image of Banksy.
Who did you think he was?
I'm like, I don't even know where to start with the, like, even if he was the sexy, like, boy toy artist that you wanted him to be, he's been making art since the 90s.
Yeah.
Of course he's going to be in his, like, late 50s, early 60s.
Yes.
And, of course, he's probably going to be, like, out of shape. Just some guy. Most artists are just some guy. Have you seen what James Murphy looks like lately?
Yeah, he's just a guy.
He's just a guy.
He's just an innocent man.
It's just a man, just innocent man. And I saw this article about how Banksy's art is losing value
So
now that people
stupid.
know what he looks like.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it's infuriating, man. And if this is just another like just another elaborate art piece by Banksy,
Yeah.
it would be fantastic because it would just be holding the mirror up to these superficial people who only they look at art through one lens, and it has to be sexy.
Sure.
That's it. That's the only way that art can be. It can't be ugly or dirty or weird or gross or not nice. It has to be sexy. That's the only way that this stuff can be.
You mean the society that bought NFTs of apes?
And I mean, I saw a lot of rumors that they wanted it to be like the lead singer from Massive Attack.
I saw that too. Yeah.
And I don't know where those rumors come from. I'm sure they're
Where would
like,
he find the time?
That's the other thing when people are like, "How I thought it was going to be like Damon Albarn." It's like, how do you think he was going to pull that off?
Right.
The fact that he is the most nondescript milquetoast looking guy is exactly
Makes
what he was.
perfect sense.
Like, of course he is.
Yes.
How else do you think he moves in and out of these rooms without being identified? You think if he looked like Basquiat or something, you
Right.
don't think that they'd go, well, it's obvious the guy
This
over
artsy
there,
fartsy
that's
guy.
that dude.
Yeah.
That guy's wearing a scarf that's like 100 feet long. I
Yes.
think it's him.
It's probably him. Yeah.
So yeah, and also the pictures that keep circulating are of him in disguise because he was there at the construction or destruction of one of the Banksy art pieces. I can't remember,
Yeah.
but he was there on purpose, wearing a very nondescript outfit. So people are like circulating this picture of this poor guy who's just like, oh, and they're like, "Fuck you! You've ruined everything for me."
It's like, I don't know if you remember this because the internet, but there was a guy who was anonymous online. He was one of those, I forget what they call them, but he's one of those guys that has like this big fan base. He does commentary, but he would never show his face. It was just like an animated character.
Okay.
One of those people.
Okay.
And he finally revealed his face, and everyone's like, "Ew."
Oh, the guy who had the picture, the
Yeah.
smiley face. What the fuck was that guy's name?
Yeah. I just remember seeing that and being like, man, that's rough.
Oh man,
That's
It was
horrible.
You know how brutal that was for that guy? Is after a couple of months, he went back to wearing the mask, even though people know what he looks like.
Can you
now.
blame him?
Can you imagine building it up, revealing your face, and then people just going, "Ugh."
Put that mask back on.
Bro, I would be absolutely devastated,
Yeah, no.
and I don't know how he recovered from that
I
mentally.
would disappear from the internet. That would be the end. I'm going to just read books from now on.
I mean, at least Banksy is, I'm sure, a guy with like a family, and he's like old, and even if he doesn't have a family, he's like, I think he's done his life's work at this point. I think he's pretty satisfied. There's no one's gonna be like, ew, and he's gonna be like, all right, whatever.
yeah, right. Well, and that's the thing is like if you exactly like that.
I'm sure that's how he talks.
All right, whatever.
All right, oh yeah. He's definitely like a Cockney guy, right?
Probably. Bristow.
Yeah, but that's why I put the girl on the wall, and she was throwing flowers. Right.
Right.
No, wait, that's the wrong art piece. I forgot. I made so many. It's a soldier, but he's throwing flowers. And the girl, right?
The bird.
The bird, she's holding a balloon. A
Maroon.
Now it's getting racist.
Now he's Scooby Doo.
And a balloon is it's a heart, right? Mm-hmm. It's a heart, and it's deep. It's deep. And that's all I've got to say about that.
What I was gonna say
Thank you.
was
Please get me out of this.
What
I think I'm having a nervous breakdown.
I was seeing how long you'd go. I was gonna say if you can pull anything from his art, it's that he doesn't care about that kind of thing,
Right.
or thing, as
Thing.
as Marco might say. So
Ting, as my dad might say.
my ting, not ting.
Not ting.
So I on that hand of it, I feel like Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't care. I mean, he probably cares as far as like being able to continue to do his art anonymously.
Yeah.
But as far as like fame, he could have unmasked long ago.
Yeah.
And become massively famous and accumulated wealth like the entire time, but he chose not to.
Right.
So,
Well, yeah, some of his stuff goes to auction for like millions of dollars.
yeah.
And yeah, at any point he could have been like, I'm Banksy. I'll take that money.
Right. Would you like a commission? I'll make you something.
I'll do a whole art piece, right? I have a whole auditorium with me pieces.
It's a bomb, but it's made out of flowers.
Flowers, right?
It's deep.
It's deep. Right, you get it? You get it? Do you get it, though? Do you get it? All right, I don't think you get it.
You're not getting it.
What else has he done? I'm trying to think of, like, his other pieces.
Well, I just saw one. It's cheating because I saw it in this article, but it was the one of the building that was destroyed. But
building
it's
destroyed.
It's a guy in a tub
It's a guy in a tub, right?
in the destroyed building.
In the building.
I don't know.
And what else is it? That's it? That's all you got for
Yeah,
me?
that's all I got.
What's the meaning behind that one?
I don't know. There it is.
All right.
Oh, it was in Ukraine. So
Oh.
there you go.
Right.
That was the
right.
significance.
That's when I went to Ukraine, right? Met a man in a bath. What else he done?
In a bath.
In a bath. Right.
Let's see.
Yeah, right. Hold on. What else have we done?
Okay.
I don't think that's is that an actual Banksy piece? The Pulp Fiction was not an actual Banksy piece.
Okay, we got the girl with the heart.
Go with the heart.
The apes. It looks like, I don't know if that's real. It's 'cause
Right.
there's a guy actually on it. Oh, the judge bludgeoning the protester.
Right. Oh, it was a rioter. He wasn't a soldier throwing. It's a Molotov cocktail, but it's like a bouquet of flowers.
Right.
But then there is a soldier shooting flowers, I think. Or maybe I made that one up.
There's this kid shooting crayons.
That one's cool. I like that.
Yeah. But here's
Man,
the
we
thing.
don't know shit about this fucking guy.
Well, I
bro.
was going to say, here's the thing, too, is like there are so many fake Banksys because
Yeah.
he's anonymous.
Yeah.
So people just do like a semi-clever street art style with stenciling.
Right.
And they're like, oh, it's a Banksy. So you can't really ever know. I think that's like kind of part of the appeal
Yeah,
of
that
it,
was
too.
also part of it. Is like you can never really tell. I mean, you
Yeah.
can look at something and be like, man, that's pretty arresting enough to probably be a Banksy piece, but
Yeah.
maybe not.
There's no way to really confirm it. The soldier being patted down by a little girl.
Yeah, I like that one. He's a soldier, right? But he's being patted down by a girl, by a bird.
I don't think they call little girls birds.
Yeah, I think a bird is like a chick you'd have sex with.
Yeah.
Right?
A chick.
It's like a chick. Look, bird.
A bird, a chick, you see? Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Cockney.
Uh-huh.
I got it. I
Yep.
got it.
All makes sense.
Well, in any case, I guess the question is, does this ruin Banksy for you? When you see next time you see a Banksy piece that just pops up, let's say he even does something.
Yeah.
Are you going to be thinking of Robin Gunningham?
No.
He's definitely Cockney, guy. His name's Robin Gunningham.
Yeah.
It's not even. That's not even a real surname.
It's probably Gunningham.
Of course it is.
Probably Gunningham.
It's Gunningham.
Gunningham. Yeah.
They call me Rob Gunningham.
Rob Gunningham.
The rumor is that he changed his name to Davy Jones, so he could. No, that's for real.
I know.
So
With
they
his
could-
locker.
Yeah. So they can move in and out of these rooms again, being anonymous. So yeah, I'm just angry when I see shit like that when they're like, yeah, well, it's ruined now because he's not, Noel Gallagher or whatever.
Sure.
And
He's
that-
not who you thought he was.
And that was enough for people to be upset enough to devalue the art. Think about that. His art was devalued because he
'Cause
wasn't
he's a real
sexy enough.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turned out to just be a regular dude, and now his art is not as valuable as it used to be. If that's not a commentary on how we value things in this country and just in the world,
Yeah.
I don't know what is.
It's kind of a work of art in itself.
And I'm hoping that that's what we're going for here.
Yeah.
Well, if you want your Banksy art pieces to look photorealistic, there is now software for that.
There's an app for that.
There's an app for that.
Yes, so you non-PC gaming plebeians
Yeah.
may not know about this thing called DLSS, but it's been around for a while. Basically, what it does is it takes a game that may not actually look very good on your modern console, and I think it essentially downgrades the fidelity, but upscales it so that it looks good.
Yeah.
So it makes it really easy for most any game to look decent on most consoles, most PCs. And it's been really good for accessibility. Kind of expanding how many games people can play on their PC. Most people love it. It's a great service. It's from Nvidia. However, they just announced DLSS 5, which is the latest in the series of DLSS's. And this one,
How many S's?
the worst amount. This one uses AI,
Yep.
and very obviously uses AI to essentially put what people are saying, basically put a filter on your game.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like when back in the day when you thought that you could edit your photo, so all you did was turn the sharpness up really, really
Yeah.
high.
Right.
That's
Make it look like film, and it's just the grain. You just put all the way up. A grain and vignette.
anybody who looks at this. I mean, this is like purely AI bro slop.
Slop. It looks like slop.
And it's the kind of shit that they will champion as the future. And it looks like shit.
Yeah. It's made for
these
some
memes are so
it's made
good.
for some really good memes, I will say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just look it up. That people are memeing the hell out of it. Now, Nvidia, apparently, what they did to make this work, they needed to use 2 different graphics cards at the same time,
Oh.
and
Just burn a hole in your PC.
Yeah.
And then you can make your characters look photorealistic.
and so this is kind of a moot point right now, but it shows clear intention for where Nvidia and I can only assume the rest of these technology companies want things to go.
Right.
And the main issue with this, other than it looks like crap, is that it takes away intentionality from the creative process of making a game.
Right.
So it completely removes any human creative thought behind how something's lit, how these characters are designed, and sprays spray paint all over it,
Yeah.
essentially, for the sake of photorealism, which, I mean, I don't know how many times I have to say this, but is completely overrated,
Yes.
especially in modern gaming. Art direction is much more important.
Yeah.
Just ask Nintendo. You know?
Yeah.
They've continued to be behind as far as like graphical fidelity for, I mean, generations now, but their games always look really good.
Right.
And tend to age really well. So I don't know why we haven't learned this yet, but I think this whole AI thing is now pushing gaming into the space of being completely creatively bankrupt.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to see so many people being like, no. This is way too far. This does not look good. We don't want this.
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
I think most of us have learned that lesson and do understand that that's the point. It's really just the AI bros, honestly, who see something like this and you can always tell one of these guys apart from the rest of us when they're like, well, I mean, if you can't beat them, join them. And like, why would I spend all this time developing this game when I can just feed it through this software and get it to look however I want it to look?
Right.
Anytime a guy starts talking that way, just leave that conversation and don't ever talk to that person ever again. You don't want to be friends with those type of people.
Don't say another word. Turn around.
Just
walk away.
Just about face and just walk away from them. But it is, like you said, just devoid of any kind of human. Let me see that Mario one. It's
smooth.
just so soft.
Just smooth. Yeah.
Well, okay, so the example that they used was Resident Evil 9, Resident Evil Requiem.
Yeah.
And, the whole point of... And that's actually a really good example right there.
Yeah.
The whole point of how it looks is the developers design the game to look the way that it looks, right? It's intentional. Intentionality.
Yeah. Yeah.
You come in after these guys have spent years working on this project to get it to look the way that they look, and you're like, well, now we can use predictive software to fill in the holes that you left. You obviously weren't talented enough to fill those holes in, and that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
It's the same thing like when the AI first started reframing movies, for instance, when they're like, I don't like the aspect ratio of this movie. Well, what if it was in widescreen?
Right. Let's expand it.
And it just was like, well, yeah, now it looks like shit. Thank you very much. That's awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to see.
It's almost like things were framed on purpose.
Yeah.
It's like a cinematographer sat behind the camera and was like, let's do it like that.
Yeah. Oh, I like Jaws, but I really want to see more of the shark. That's the
Famously, it needed more of the shark.
More shark.
Yeah.
And so it just there's no other way to say it. They're just fucking losers, bro. They're talentless losers who see stuff like this and think that this is. Now, on the surface, you can look at it and go, "Wow, that's crazy." But when you're really looking at it, like it's not impressive. It looks like shit.
It looks bad.
And that's the crazy thing about them putting this out as if it was some like crowning achievement. Like, look at the next step of our software. And it's like, oh, that's where it's going? It looks like garbage. So you should have like kept this under wraps until you figured out how to make it not look like this. Because this sucks. This looks terrible. This looks terrible.
And not only that, but it's also unfeasible right now. So why are you even showing it to us?
Just to piss people off, apparently.
What did they think was... Did they think... Okay. It takes a certain amount of hubris to think that people would really dig what was shown.
Yes, a tremendous amount of hubris to put that out and be like, they gonna fuck with this.
I don't know how you see what we saw and be like, yeah, it's good. It's really good. The gaming world is going to love this. I do want to say, just to be fair, there was a response from Nvidia about the Backlash. And this is from tomshardware.com. Apparently they had an interview with, I believe the CEO of Nvidia, Jensen Huang.
Jensen's Jaegerman Jensen.
Okay. The interviewer starts with, since DLSS 5 was revealed yesterday, there's been a pretty vocal response from some of the gaming community that the technology appears to make games appear worse, homogeneous, or show only NVIDIA's view of how games should look.
Well, also, don't try to like downgrade. It wasn't just some people in the game. It was a lot of people.
Yeah.
It was a shit ton of people.
I would
like,
say the
this
vast
looks
majority
like
of people.
shit.
Yeah. How do you feel about that criticism? Asked Tom's Hardware editor-in-chief Paul Alcorn. Huang, quote, said, quote, in fact.
There it is.
Well, first of all, they're completely wrong. The reason for that is because, as I've explained very carefully,
They're dumb.
DLSS 5 fuses controllability of the, they miswrote here, of the geometry and textures and everything about the game with generative AI. Wong continued. He added that developers can still, quote, fine-tune the generative AI to make it match their style, adding that DLSS 5 adds generative capability to the existing geometry of the game, but that it, quote, doesn't change the artistic control. Quote, it's not post-processing at the frame level. It's generative control at the geometry level.
Oh.
Wong also said that developers can try the tool and see how they want to use it, suggesting that it's up to the developer to try to make a, quote, tune shader, or see if the game should be, quote, made of glass. Quote, all of that is in the direct control of the game developer, he said.
Oh.
Blah-de, 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 blah. You get more of that.
Uh-huh.
So,
Like, you guys don't get, again, he just sounds like an AI, bro. Like, you guys don't fucking get it.
it
You
gives
don't
you more
understand.
control. You can
At
make
the
your
geometry level.
You can make your game look like shit however you want to.
But at the geometry level.
Yes, at the geometry level.
You know, the thing is, though, like, in Asia, in large parts of Asia, they do not have the same hang up about AI as the rest of us do.
Well, I do remember that in China specifically, there was that fully AI preview, like pre-movie short, animated short that was playing over there that they tried to bring over here.
Yeah.
And people were like, no,
Get it the fuck out of here.
we don't want to see that.
But they don't, not to say that it's like the prevailing notion over there,
Sure.
but I think a lot of them.
And Asia's not ubiquitous. So.
Sure. So this doesn't describe like the entirety of the continent.
Right.
But I do know, like, just from like reading about all this stuff, that the kind of morality at play that we've been debating for the past couple of years is just not the same conversation that they're having.
Which is interesting. I mean, I would love to know. I would love to hear why they don't care about it, or if it's just the thing of like, doesn't affect us because most of us aren't working on these projects.
Here's my small brained guess.
Okay.
I can only assume that because of the way that like culture is from here to there, something like AI hurts the individual. It also hurts the masses on a more global scale, right? But like its application hurts the individual. And what I mean by that is, if you're using AI and and let's say you're making cover art for an album, but all it does is just steal from other.
Sure.
Those individual artists who are stolen from are the ones who are affected by it.
Right.
And they're the ones who are going like, I spent weeks working on this fucking cover just for you to fucking steal it. So it's the individual artist versus over there's more of a feeling of I shouldn't say community, but it's more of a collectivism. And so the idea that if
I hear you, those Chinese comments.
I'm just saying, if you take from everyone and it makes it easier for everyone to make art, I think that the idea is kind of like, well, I mean, we're all just going to plug and play and take from everything and put it into this big pot, and hopefully this stuff comes out on the other end.
Yeah.
Versus we are more like angrier about individualism.
Sure. Me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's fair. I would also add to it that China has had a very big jump on the gun compared to America when it comes to AI.
Yeah.
So they've been able to, en masse, be able to develop AI, make it more ubiquitous in the culture, and I think just get people more accustomed to it more quickly. because they've invested in it way more than we have, which is a big hang up with our current administration being like, we got to catch up to China with AI, yada, yada, yada. So,
Yeah.
maybe part of it too.
And what we're going to do is rush it and then fall on our faces.
Yeah. And make Skynet.
And make Skynet. Yeah, basically. Dude, did you see? I don't know if we talked about it on the show. There was the AI that basically they ran a test on it internally, and it was like it had a 1 in 5 chance of being conscious.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, there was this some like, I don't know if it was a chat bot. It was some like AI technology that was basically
Kill me.
it showed no, seriously, it showed signs of anxiety and like understanding its own existence, which, and I don't want to like get too deep in
He just like me for real.
I don't want to like fry any brains out there, but like I just kind of feel like where could this AI chatbot even pull the understanding of
Consciousness?
if not just taking it from the, thousands or millions of opinions and art that explores consciousness.
I mean, at this point, that's all AI is. It just is a facsimile for everything that we put out there.
But playing devil's advocate here a little bit,
Yeah.
what is our own consciousness if not just the idea of like we only explored so much as we can? I guess we can literally explore it because we are alive.
Yeah, well, I mean, we are a product of our environments, but
Right.
there is something else. We are born with something intrinsically, and now that is influenced from our genes. That's a conversation.
But what does it mean
too.
to be born? If you're made, if you're created,
Yes,
I'm
organic.
just, you know what I'm doing here.
This is the plot of Metal Gear Solid 2. Now, I will say I think until like there is that Turing test, right? Mm-hmm. Nothing has been able to pass that
Right.
yet. Truly, they've had, I think, AI that's been able to fool it into seeming like it's thinking on its own, but really, until we have something that truly has its own thoughts that aren't taken specifically from, because like I don't know, let's say hypothetically you have a child who is born and has specific influences. It's not, there's no way of telling if that child is going to replicate those specific influences,
Right.
because the human brain is just works in mysterious ways.
Right. Right.
Nature nurture. AI is completely nurture.
Right. It's not there yet.
Right.
You're going to feed it something, and it's going to absorb that information.
Right.
And it's going to interpret it some way, but it's going to absorb that information.
Right. It's
An
very-
actual person is going to decide what information that they want
truly
to keep.
think,
Yeah.
truly think, truly feel. And that's the, once it passes that, I mean, we are living in a new reality, my friend.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this, but there was, I think it was a roach. They took the brain of a roach
How do you even extract something like that?
and they digitized it. And apparently the digital consciousness of the roach didn't realize that it was digital, and it continued to exist without any input as a roach would.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy, man. Crazy.
So what did it just keep looking for food,
Yeah,
essentially?
it kept scurrying around. It would stop and kind of, and so
Ew.
yeah. Well, I think the tweet that accompanied that was like, every day we encounter the horrors beyond our comprehension.
Once they were done with the experiment, did they step on it?
They deleted the roach.
That was enough.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
man,
We're getting
I hate
there.
that.
We're getting there quick.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Scary hours.
Yeah. We're just working on shit that, like, why are we? I mean, I know why we're not spending our time looking for a cure for cancer, for instance. Because big pharma.
Sure. Yeah.
And why would they want to do that?
Yeah.
But there's other things that we could be working on. Maybe not, though. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's why all this stuff. Maybe that's why the smartest people in the world spend their time looking at ways to undress Zendaya. You know,
God.
like maybe that's why we're here, because they wanted
the Gooner market.
they wanted to be in a lab finding the cure for AIDS, but instead, because there's too much money in keeping people on, I don't even know. I gotta stop.
We're going down a dark hole, my friend. Yeah.
I think we've said enough.
I
on
was going to
this.
say, I think now is the most appropriate time to get to our cheers of the week.
Yeah, let's get to it.
All right.
Start us off, Bubba.
My cheers of the week goes to Afroman.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
What a story.
Crazy.
What a time. So if you don't know, I would highly recommend you look it up. But in short, Afroman's house was raided by the cops. He had security cameras set up throughout his house. And he caught the cops snooping around, allegedly stealing money, looking like they were going to eat his cake, and finding nothing after they had like this SWAT team-esque takedown of his house. And in retaliation, he sued them and made tons of music about the police department, about the sheriff's wife.
Yeah. He's been railing about this this happened like what, 2 years ago?
I think so, yeah.
And ever since he's been
Nonstop.
yeah.
And recently he was taken to court because they were trying to, I think, countersue him for defamation.
Yeah.
For the songs he was making about them. And they lost miserably.
Man, it's amazing.
My favorite part of this entire saga was the lawyer, I think, for Afroman was cross-examining the sheriff, and the sheriff was like, "Well, I want to sue for libel or whatever," and he's like, "Well, what did he say that was untrue?" And he's like, "Well, he said that he fucked my wife."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Well, I mean, you know that's not true, right?
Yeah.
Is there any way of like substantiating the claim that he fucked your wife? Like you know he didn't, right?"
Right.
And he's like, "Well, I don't know. I mean," and he's like, "You don't know if he had sex with your wife." And he goes, "Why are you asking that question? Oh my goodness.
Dude, this guy wanted to win this defamation suit so bad that he threw his wife under the... He's like called his wife a whore so that he could win this
He
defamation
said,
suit.
I've been with this woman since I was 13 years old," or something like that.
It's like, yeah, man. That means you don't have a leg to stand on. That means this case has no merit.
Right. And you could see the clockwork working
Right.
in his
He was
head.
figuring out the fact that like he can't say, well, obviously she's not fucking him, because
Yeah.
then the whole case goes out the window. But the writing was on the wall purely. The cross on Afroman was really great too. I don't know if you saw the clips of like when he was being cross-examined.
I didn't see that.
Oh my God. He takes this fucking lawyer to school, bro. It's like, I don't know that much about law, except
Yeah.
for Law and Order.
Sure.
I know enough to say that like if I was the lawyer of these cops, I would have been like, y'all don't have a case.
Yeah.
He fries this lady because she's asking him. She's basically like trying to get him to. She's like, the music video you made about Sheriff so and so, about how she's like fat and how she, you know,
She's a lesbian.
yeah, and all this stuff. It's like, do you see like how much it hurt her? And he's like, do you see how much it hurt me when the cops kicked my fucking door in, stole my money, trampled all over my rights?
Yeah.
I'm still going through this stuff
Destroyed
to this
his
day.
cameras.
Yeah. He said that like they broke the cameras, like they cut the cameras.
Yeah.
Like that's illegal, man.
Yeah.
I guess. And he's like, oh, and he says something. He's like, I'm the victim, but I guess let's like care about the predators. I'm sorry. And like the lawyer has no answer for.
Yeah.
I mean, he He came prepared, man, and he's wearing that fucking American flag suit.
Yeah.
Just like, bro, I became a massive
Yeah.
Afroman fan after this.
True American.
Yeah.
True American hero.
Hell yeah.
What we needed him most. Yeah, I do.
There he is.
I love that entire saga. So if you need a feel good story of your day, check that out.
Yes. All right. My cheers of the week is going to, I was going to say, it's not specifically Resident Evil Requiem, but it's more specifically the people brave enough to play those games so that I get to enjoy them vicariously.
Here. The Let's Players.
Yeah, the people who are still, because it's a dying art to sit there and just like play the game and like let people watch you play the game.
Yeah.
The Let's Play thing is like not kind of played out. But I was watching Hollow, the streamer. I don't know if you guys are familiar. Pretty good. Like I will say, and this is no disrespect to my man because he plays the games. I don't have the balls to play the games. He plays them like I would play them. So he makes certain mistakes. It's not like he's one of these guys who, intuitively just gets the game and then like no mistakes get made and it's almost like a speed run. You're like, how is this guy so fucking good at this already?
Like an MLG pro.
He plays it like you would play it. Like he asks a lot of questions, he's exploring stuff, he makes mistakes, he dies, blah blah blah. But it's just, I don't know, it's just giving me, endless amount of content to just sit there and be like, I am not going to go and buy Resident Evil 9 and play it. I'm just like, I just know that about myself.
Yeah.
Especially the Grace parts of the game. The Leon parts look fun as fuck.
Yeah.
I probably would have played that
Like an
part.
action
If it was
game, man.
just that, I would have been able to accomplish that. The Resident Evil 7, 8 aspect of the game, the Grace parts,
Yeah.
I just wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have been able to get past that part of the game.
Let me tell you, I have successfully beaten Resident Evil 7.
Hey.
And the story DLC where, spoiler alert, you play as Chris.
Yeah.
So I've beaten the whole story as far as that goes. The only way I was able to get through it was to go through a guide.
Yeah.
That was enough that it was still scary, but I at least knew where I was supposed to go.
Right.
Because I've found at my big age, I don't have enough time to get lost in these games.
Right.
So, I think that's my new way to play games is to read a guide and figure out how to go around. I'll play it myself. It's still very scary because they don't tell you where the jump scares happen. But I find it so rewarding to be able to get through it the way it's supposed to be played and not getting lost and getting frustrated and really maximizing my time as far as that goes. So it's like the best of both worlds. So I suggest you give that a shot if you're going to play one of those kind of games.
Okay.
It's like open up an IGN guide and be like, okay, where am I supposed to go next? All right. It'll sometimes give you a hint of like, oh, 2 enemies are in the room. Deal with them and continue on.
Yeah.
So, it's some would say cheating. I think as a kid, I would have been like, oh.
I actually used guides when I was younger.
I did for RPGs.
Yeah.
To make sure I wasn't, missing something
Yeah.
important.
Yeah. Like there's just some shit like, well, that was back
How do you get the ultimate weapon?
Dude, took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, no. There's no way.
That's all
There's
I cared about. Was
There's
how to
no way
figure
you
that
would
out.
know.
I wouldn't
There's
know.
no way.
There's so much shit you have to do. There's just no way to have done all of this shit.
No.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Want to review these beers?
Let's do it.
Well, from First Flight Brewing. That's oddly specific. You think that this brewery was founded by a bunch, like 2 pilots?
Pilots, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
They retired in the Keys.
Yeah.
That
We're
makes
doing
sense.
things a little bit differently out here. We are young. But this is their Captain Maverick IPA.
Yep.
What'd you think?
I enjoyed it. I think, as you said when you first took your sip, very floral. Has a nice, speaking of bouquet to it. I will say for me, a little too much on the sweet side. I like my IPAs a little more bitter little more bite to them.
Yeah. A
But
little more IBUs. in this.
yes.
50's not enough.
It's not enough for me.
I think you're more of an 80 guy.
Yeah, probably. I like a little to
Uh-huh.
it if I'm having an IPA.
Yep.
That being said, still solid. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it 4.5. I would have it again.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to go with a 5 on this one.
Nice.
Yeah. Real nice IPA. I don't know. I'm a little partial to a beer with a slight floral note on it. I like a little hibiscus. You know what I'm saying? A little jade.
Yeah.
A little something there. Yeah, that's good.
It's a little tropical, a little beachy.
Kind of fruity.
Yeah.
Slightly bitter, but not like super bitter. And that's maybe why I prefer it a little bit more
Yeah.
than you do.
Yeah.
Because it's a little smoother than your normal IPA.
Yeah. I like a little punch.
Yeah. This doesn't have that. So if you're looking for like a bitter, IPA, this isn't it.
It's a smooth flight.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for the smooth flight Captain Maverick IPA, 4.5 for you.
Yep.
5 for me.
Yep.
You think we got it?
I know we got it.
Well, if Obi says we got it, then this episode is over. This has been the One Beer In Podcast for myself, Marco Duca, for Adam Obesius Rodriguez.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you guys for listening. Drink delicious beer. Have yourself a beautiful evening.